yeah. I'll buy boba for whoever.
Probably pretty hard.
I know I just posted a video like 1 second ago, but I have to post again. It's for you guys. Sheila. Anyway, weird invention.
So I designed this unique pair of sunglasses right here that helps you do one very specific thing. Let me show you. They might look completely normal at first, but then you notice that the inside here has sponges in them. And when you go to put them on, the sponges are now located right below your eyes. So if you want to have a good cry, all of your tears get soaked up by the sponges and don't run down your face. So I designed this unique pair of
so
sunglasses.
unique.
He mixed silicone oil with boric acid, attempting to create a synthetic rubber for the US military during World War II. What he got instead was a stretchy, bouncy substance. It picked up ink from newspapers and shattered if you hit it with a hammer. But the government didn't see its potential, so he set it aside. Later, a copywriter decided to market it as a toy called Silly Putty, which went on to make the list of all-time greatest toys. Enough has been made to wrap around the Earth 3 times. He mixed silicone oil with boric acid.
I invented the never napping bowl. I invented the TP pleaser. I invented the watch your step rug. I invented the Zoomaflage shirt. I invented the sweep sucker. I invented the stop snacking sweater. I invented the cable clamp cover. I invented the camera cluster. I invented the 10-2 4 o'clock. I invented the cup noodles utility belt. I invented the Pringles Easy Vac. These are some inventions that prove Japan is living in the future. First, jars come with self-closing lids, where all you have to do is put the lid on top of the jar and it will close all by itself. Next, some jackets come with a built-in AC, allowing you to stay cool and fresh wherever you go. Lastly, here is my favorite one. Meals that come with eggs also include a special egg separator, ensuring no eggshells or egg whites end up in your meal. How cool is that? These are some inventions that prove Japan is living in the future. First, jars come with self-closing lids, where all you have to do is put the...
Break that wall so we can escape. Okay. Uh-oh. My pyramid! What are you doing? I break wall and escape? Brick wall and escape? Oh, you're the landscaper! So what's wrong with the wall? Okay, I got the treasure. There's nothing to see. That's a good point. We had no view. But Cleopatra, sir, we need a wall for safety. True, let me ask you. He wants to ask me. What do we do? Hold on, I have an idea. What about a wall with a view? Here, throw this burning sand in their face, and we'll make a run for it. Take this!
That's me
Yeah, this
whenever
works.
I play these games.
We still run? What is this? Not yet. Window. Window. You just threw burning sand. Yes. Science. That's how that works. Relax. What is that invisible shield? Ah, who's that? Your reflection. That's me? Or me? Or... Oh, now it's in pieces. Where are you gonna use it now? I wear. Like this? What? Wow, it's so clear. What is this? You're a genius. Gracias. Gracias. Make that wall so we can escape.
Get ready with me for a cheap vacation to Disney World. I usually don't mind going to...
Do you want to be a VTuber with just your phone? Yes, you can.
So, I actually...
Oh my god.
Inventions that should not exist. Self-heating ice cream. A book on how to read. How can they read it if they can't read? Pre-chewed gum. Non-stick glue. So what does it do? A hairdryer that you can use underwater. Your hair will still be wet. Instant water. Just add water. Self-tangling headphones. An inflatable dartboard that I guess you only get to use once. An office chair that comes with an ejector seat. A wireless yo-yo. So what do you do with it? A wind-powered fan. That defeats the whole purpose. Invisible paint. What? Battery-powered batteries. A noise-canceling megaphone? Nothing. Just nothing. A gas-scented candle is a bad idea. Follow for more.
Kids who created huge inventions, part 3. Meet 11-year-old Richie Stahosky, and while swimming underwater with his father in the ocean one day, he wished that he could talk to him. So after the ocean trip, he went home and created the water talkie, which was a device that let swimmers talk up to 15 feet underwater. Toys R Us liked his product so much, they bought 50,000 of them. Next, when 13-year-old Hart Main was joking with his sister on how all of her candles were for girls and they needed more of a manly scent, he got an idea to make candles that smell like bacon, fresh cut grass, dirt, and gunpowder, which he did, and he created a successful business known as the Man Can. Finally, when 15-year-old Chester Greenwood was out ice skating one day, he needed something to cover his ears, so he got a wire frame, and his grandmother helped put beaver skin on the frame. Well, Chester just created what we know as the earmuffs. Kids who created huge...
I would throw up.
I invented the burrito bumper, the food funnel for sloppy burritos that catches your fallen fillings and carefully crafts a secondary taco for you to enjoy. First, effortlessly insert a tortilla into the bottom basket and begin binging on your overstuffed burrito. As it ultimately falls apart, the overflow of ingredients will conveniently flow into the funnel and be swiftly inserted into your newly created taco below. Upon the last bite of your burrito, simply reach down and go to town on your freshly recycled taco creation.
Bizarre Japanese inventions. Are you tired of clapping at your boss's inspirational speeches? Well, give your hands a rest, cause the Pachi Pachi Clappy comes in many colors, and with just a push of a button, we'll clap so you don't have to.
That's all blue marks.
Bizarre Japanese.
I'm gonna say a pink one.
Wait, that's actually useful.
Looking away from it. Right.
Wait, that's actually cool.
This guy accidentally made one of the world's greatest inventions. Back in 1826, British pharmacist John Walker would routinely prepare medicines using wooden sticks to mix the chemicals together. One day, he noticed that one of the sticks had some substance stuck to it. When he tried to scrape it off, it suddenly caught on fire. Surprised by what happened, he came up with an idea of how this accident could greatly help people with no electricity. He started selling small sticks coated with the ignitable substance, accompanied by a piece of sandpaper to light it. What's crazy is that he humbly decided not to patent his invention because he believed it would be more beneficial to humanity this way. Even though all of this happened 3 years after the first lighter was invented, matches quickly became very popular all over the world, and are the reason why many say that this guy accidentally...
Weird things I found on Amazon. This is a giant AirPod speaker that actually works and connects to Bluetooth. This is a stress relief punching bag that has a suction on the bottom so you can place it anywhere. This is a Mario Box LED light that also makes the coin theme sound when you punch it. This is a collapsible water bottle that looks like a grenade. It's pretty convenient when traveling. This is a USA ice mold that has dividers for each state. They're pretty easy to pop out and look pretty cool. These are boxing gloves that you fit on your fingers and are great for a small-scale boxing match. This is a singing floating pasta timer that sings when your pasta's done. This is a cheeseburger plush pillow that you can stuff your head into when you want to take a nap. This is a gym-themed pen holder that comes with a squat rack, bar, and plates, and it can hold up to 4 pens. This is a Spam AirPods case that protects your AirPods when you're on the go. Weird things I found.
Weird inventions they actually have in Japan. Air-conditioned pants! It's a fan to blow on your noodles if they're too hot. If your nose is always runny, put toilet paper on your head. They got cat faces in their cups of noodles. If you fall asleep at your desk, it's a pillow that looks like a book. Umbrellas for shoes. It's a napkin made to hide that you're eating a sandwich. If you want to hear better, put a couple bowls on your ears. For if you're really bad at putting in eye drops. For when you want to sweep the floor with your shoes. Napkins that come on your butt. This is for if you're sick of noodles getting all over your face. It's an umbrella that goes all the way to the ground. An umbrella tie. Follow for more.
This vending machine is the future. In China, this vending machine allows you to place your drink in this little slot. But what it does is shocking. Press the button, and once it lights up, keep your bottle upside down in the compartment. And slowly you can see your drink freeze up. But that's not all. But wait, prove that your phone is expensive by liking the video, then pressing subscribe, then press remix, and when you press the option at the top, something amazing will happen. Try it. This vending machine is the future. In China,
smart inventions you didn't know existed. This bus has USB ports on the back of seats so you can charge your phone. This sports equipment store has a track for you to try on walking shoes. This Volvo car has headlight wipers. This restaurant gives you a tiny chair to put your bag on while you eat. These boots have iron claws on the bottom so you can walk on ice without slipping. This office space is installing 21 privacy pods that give you your own quiet space. This computer science university has vending machines for spare parts. This school has tools and a bike pump at the entrance so you can fix your bike. This house has color-coded switches for the lights, fans, and garbage disposal. This school has a vending machine where you can buy pencils. Smart inventions you
चाइना के कुछ गजब की इन्वेंशन। नंबर 1 ये देखो, चाइना के छोटे गांव में बाल को ऐसे कट किए जाते हैं। कहीं ये चीज इधर उधर हो गया तो ये आदमी बिल्कुल भी नहीं बचेगा। नंबर 2 ये चाइना के हेलमेट्स को देखो, ये बिल्कुल तुम्हारे दोस्त की खोपड़ी की तरह दिखती है। चाइना के लोग इसे बहुत यूज करते हैं। नंबर 3 चाइना की एकदम यूनिक कार है, इसे दूर से देखने में ऐसा लग रहा है कि तुम्हें कोई जूता लेके दौड़ा रहा है।
Are these inventions unnecessary? I think that's definitely unnecessary, but not a terrible idea. Especially for some of the rare sauces like honey mustard and barbecue sauce. It's good to be strapped at all times. This is a solid idea, because sometimes it's really uncomfortable to hold your phone up while you're like lying on the couch or something, so I think this is more ergonomical. This guy's a genius. Why is this not a thing yet? This would solve heat exhaustion instantly. Add some cooling effects. I mean, if you're cutting, or I guess if you're just fat, this is really good. Makes you struggle for the food. You'll realize it's not worth it. You know what? I heard if your feet are elevated, it's better for bowel movement. So everybody should really have this in their bathroom. And then... oh, absolutely. Smoke detectors do way too much sometimes. Are these inventions?
This vending machine proves that Japan is living in 2050, and the interesting part is what it does to your drink. Once you press the button and it lights up, hold your bottle upside down and watch as its supercooling technology slowly freezes your drink. Why don't we have this yet? This vending machine proves that Japan is living in 2050, and the interesting part is what it does to your drink. Once you press the button and it lights up, hold your bottle upside down and watch as its supercooling technology slowly freezes your drink. Why don't we have this?
Top 10 weird inventions.
5 illegal gadgets that will get you arrested. Number 5 are the police lights. And as cool as you think they might look on your custom family car, you're gonna have a hard time explaining that to the cops when they pull you over for imitating them. 4 is the pistol lighter, which actually is just a lighter, but the fact that it looks like a real gun means you're guaranteed to get into trouble. 3 is the 50,000 milliwatt handheld laser, which is actually so powerful that it's classified as a burning laser. Imagine if someone shone this in your eye. Then the stun gun phone case, which, while it has good intentions trying to protect you on the street, the fact that this simple case can deliver 7 times the pain that a normal stun gun can has understandably made it illegal in several US states and many countries. And number 1 gives you all the functionality of a power bank in a hand grenade. Have fun taking this through airport security. 5 illegal gadgets that will get...
for kids who can't clean themselves after using the bathroom. A revolutionary item has been created. It's tested on a doll the size of a child. Nice and clean. Next is an invention to help kids burp.
That worked great.
Also, if a child tries to eat detergent,
30,000 volt taser.
it protects their life too. This man is currently developing unique parenting products. Earning enthusiastic praise from moms worn out by parenting. creating inventions to help save money. It looks like we'll need to start conserving toilet paper. For kids who can't clean themselves after using the bathroom. A revolutionary item has been created. It's tested on a doll
Why'd
the
that
size of a
baby
child.
actually go? Helicopter, helicopter.
Please, spare our people and accept our peace offering. No! I only take meat. Burn their village. Wait, we have meat. We do? Yes, this thing. Let me prepare it. Well, hurry up. That's not meat. What is that? I don't know, but I'm gonna crush whatever's inside and mix it with some cow fat so he'll think it's meat. Why do you have that? Here you go. It's a steak. What is this? If I find out you're lying, I will end you. Oh, fudge. Fudge? What animal is that from? Cow? Cacao. Huh. Oh, it's over. What have you done? No, it's normal. Everyone likes chocolate when they eat it. Chocolate. Do you like it, my lord? Yes, it's quite delicious, but it's missing a key flavor. I'll spare you temporarily until you figure out what that is. Sweet. Sweet. Yes, that's exactly it. Can you find a way to make it sweet? No, say no. We don't know how. Sure. Sugar. Yes, brilliant. Oh, you boys are about to be very rich. Boys, we are Hershey's.
Yeah.
Please, spare our people and accept our peace offering. No! I only take meat.
This invention proves Japan is living in 2050. Gum in Japan comes with papers, so you can put them in paper and throw them away. And with this amazing invention, you can get one gum at a time easily. It is so good for kids and old people if they have teeth to chew gum. This invention...
Forgotten inventions that could have changed history. The amphibious car, a vehicle that can drive on land and water. The baby cage allowed children to receive fresh air without leaving their homes. The auto scooter, an early form of electric transport. The monowheel, a one-wheeled vehicle where the rider sits inside.
Oh, yeah, the ladder's...
The radio hat.
ladder's knocked over.
The car catcher, a device used to protect pedestrians from cars. Forgotten inventions that...
What is your first invention?
So the very first invention, so we know that burritos can be super messy. So you go to eat them and then some of the ingredients fall over the side.
Yes.
This is the burrito bumper. So we've got a taco down here, and so as you eat your burrito, some of the toppings might fall out, but they conveniently will fall down right into the taco.
Like that.
So right at the end, you might be finished, and now you kind of have a dessert taco, and you don't lose any of your toppings as you're going across.
I really like that.
And then it's good to go. Oh, get right in there. Get in there.
And then, so if it was coming out like, no, I'm supposed to have my thing right here.
Right.
Put it right there, so if the stuff was like, pretend like this is my mouth.
Right.
Okay.
And then just eating a whole nother taco.
And and it's right in it. You can have a whole nother one.
Right, so you don't got to refill. You just have a dessert taco.
I think that's necessary. I like that. What is your first invention?
So the very first invention, so we know that burritos can be super messy. So you go to eat them, and then some of the ingredients fall over the side.
Yes.
I'm just gonna text them about it on the family group chat.
I want to watch the whole thing.
I'm sorry, I'm almost done.
I'm watching it. This better be good.
Alright, y'all, we're back and hanging out with Terry, Sophia, Heidi, and Simon from America's Got Talent.
Hello, Miss Cannon. How do you do?
Stressful.
Okay, let's watch.
David Wallace invents them up.
What? So unnecessary. Let's welcome back to the show, Maddie Benedetto, y'all. Hello. Yeah, so it's great to see you. Meet everyone.
Hello. Great to see you guys.
Very nice to meet you.
Okay, so what have you brought us today?
So the very first invention we have here was inspired by my sister. She's got a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old. They love playing with Lego.
Right.
They just don't love cleaning them up.
Why? And then they try and like move on to the next one. I'm like, no, you have to pick this one up before one of that one. Yeah.
And then there's an episode of The Office where David Wallace invents the Suck It. And so it's sort of this all-in-one, it's this all-in-one vacuum for the kids. You know, they got to clean up their toys. You know, it's a way to kind of help them
Great
clean
name
up
for
everything.
any kind of toy. Okay, keep going.
So I took those two ideas and combined them, and here we have the Lego Suck It.
Okay.
You know, so
Okay.
let's see, Kelly. We have some
Okay.
Lego here. You want to
Okay.
pass them out?
Yes,
You guys want to grab
Legos?
some handful?
Grab
You
some
know, just
Legos.
sprinkle them down here.
I'll take that one. The Legos. I'm passing out.
You gotta throw them on the floor so I can clean them up.
Oh!
Oh, I got it.
Oh! I did it. How about that?
Just like that, beautiful.
Just like
so
that.
how this works is I 3D printed these brackets that attach to a shop vac. So the holes progressively get smaller, so it also sorts the Legos by the size as you clean it up. So if we go ahead and turn it on, you can clean up the Lego, and they go ahead and they fall down and sort the Lego by size as you stuff them up. So now, not only were your kids, you know, clean them up, then you also have them organized for the next time you play.
I gotta be honest with you too. My kids would love this whole contraption. I'd probably get them to
Actually, it's a good idea. I might actually. Can I buy it?
It's a good idea.
How much?
Yeah.
Is this Shark Tank now, or am I pitching?
Shark Tank.
I just would like it.
But wait, do you like that you know that none of us knew we know we didn't have to pick it up, so all of us were like,
yep, I'm done. Not my problem.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna look in to see what number it is, but what's next? I want to see what's
So the next one we have, as we move down
Okay.
here,
Here we go.
Yeah, watch your step with all the Legos.
Okay, yeah, just don't die.
And so the next invention was inspired by that feeling of dropping your phone and you're just like, oh, please don't be broken. So here we have the Bungee Saber Max. So I made a few of them.
I love the look
So
of this
here,
already.
Terry, I got one for you.
Please.
We got one for you, Simon. Here you go.
I want one.
Would you like to try one?
Yeah.
We're all doing one? Let's do it.
I want one.
So
Or you
here-
help them first. I'm a host. I'll help. Hi.
Okay, we'll do a tag team over here.
Okay, and I'll do it.
And then we've got one more here.
Oh, I love that you grabbed blue for me.
And so it's sort of like putting on a life jacket. You know, you just put your head up through it, put your arms through the. I know, really confusing. Heidi got it perfect.
Yeah.
And then you can tighten it down with some Velcro.
Okay.
I was like, wait a minute.
Okay. There we go. Look at it.
All right.
Okay.
So we've got a bungee cord here.
You need help?
I'm good. I'm good.
No, you look perfectly
all.
fine.
I'm good. Look at
And
that.
then you're just like, what?
Well, so yeah, so you're walking down the street.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of Lego. You're not paying
Yeah.
attention, and it bounces right back up. The person has no idea.
Can I
anything
tell you?
happens.
Wait.
You know, just bounce right back up.
Wait. This could also. This could also.
He's working on it.
This one is really stupid.
This one is.
I wouldn't buy this one.
Except you can attach it to a dog or a child.
You know,
as
and
well.
maybe you're traveling, anti-theft. No one's gonna steal this phone off of you.
Exactly.
You're in a new city.
The look is epic.
I actually don't
You know,
like
it's
it.
The look is very
Okay.
good.
He's over.
Okay, he's over it. He's over it. We're moving on. We're moving on.
We're moving on.
Okay, we've got one more, right?
Yep. Thank you. So we can
Okay.
just put these all here.
Okay.
So then the last invention I have. So picture this. You're,
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get this
I
out.
can't get
Okay,
it out.
so imagine that you're eating a really messy food. You know, your hands are getting all greasy, but there's not a napkin in sight.
Oh.
So, you just go for the pants real quick.
100%.
And I've been wearing my invention this entire time. So these are the sloppy slacks.
Yeah, my kids need that.
They're the first pants with high absorbent.
Oh.
Right in. So your hands are messy, and you go right in.
Yeah.
Some buffalo wings, I think, would be a great way to show these off.
Yes.
Oh.
So okay, you got the buffalo wings. You're getting in there. Your hands are getting really gross.
Yeah.
You got the ranch.
How in the hell do you eat wings like that?
And now
son?
you just
Like
go
a-
ahead, you wipe them off.
Yeah.
But the best part is then maybe you have a function. You just go ahead and hide them.
Oh, that's.
You might smell like chicken wings, but your hands are generally clean.
That is so disgusting.
Does this thing work on human beings? I don't like that idea.
And I
Smell
want
like
you
chicken
to,
wings.
I want to gift him a pair of them.
You look great in them.
I want this. Don't want those.
Okay, so Maddie, I understand that you've also invented a board game. Can people buy it?
Yes, so it just launched. So I've been working on this for a while. It's sort
Okay.
of like Pictionary meets Shark Tank.
Like that.
So you get a deck of cards that have some first world problems on it, like how do I keep my pillow cold all night, or that little line of dust on a dustpan, you know, trying to clean it up.
What do you do with
What do you do with it?
I know.
And so now you have 2 minutes to come up with a
I just
brand new
sweep it
invention
under
idea.
something.
So you got a dry erase board. You have to come up with a picture of the invention,
Okay.
a name for it, and then, you know, Shark Tank style, you have to pitch your invention idea to the whole group. Everyone votes on who solved that problem the best, and then that person wins the round, and you move on to the next problem.
I like it. I like it. All right, thank you so much, Maddie, for joining us again. Everybody, you can pick up Unnecessary Inventions, the game, on Maddie's site, Amazon, and selected retailers. We're going to give Simon a Lego suckback because, well, he's awesome. And that's what, why not celebrate 20 years with a Lego pickup vacuum?
The next problem.
I like it.
That was okay. We're gonna watch his Unnecessary.
So I'm calling this. I invented this airplane accessory to make traveling a little bit more comfortable,
How
so
long
it
have
easily
I been
slides
I've been doing this for 25 minutes.
comfortable, and so it easily slides onto the center armrest here, and the knob securely tightens it down. And now you have yourself a double-decker armrest, so you and your seatmate never have to fight over elbow space again. I invented this airplane accessory to make traveling a little bit more comfortable, and so it easily slides onto the center armrest here, and the knob securely tightens it down. And now you have yourself a double-decker armrest, so you and your seatmate never have to fight over elbow space again. I invented this airplane accessory to make traveling a little bit more comfortable, and so it easily slides onto the center armrest here, and the knob securely tightens it down. And now you have yourself a double-decker armrest, so you and your seatmate never have to fight over elbow space again. I invented the office chair seesaw, the surefire way to add a little bit more excitement to those boring corporate meetings, because we all know that we've gotten stuck in a meeting that really should have just been an email. I started out this build process by grabbing 2 old office chairs that I had in my design studio and disassembling them so I had just the parts that I was going to need for the build. I also went ahead and grabbed these oversized ball bearings that I had, and that was going to allow me to have the seesaw motion that I was looking for. And after a few quick measurements, I could hop into my computer and start designing what that mechanism was going to look like. Then I quickly 3D printed out all of those different parts, and this was mainly going to act as a fit check for all of the different tolerances, as well as checking out all of the different motion to make sure it was exactly how I wanted. Because I ultimately had all of those different parts custom milled in metal, because we were going to need a lot more stability if this thing was going to stand the test of time. But I was finally at the point where I could start assembling all of the different components to the office chair seesaw and get the chairs loaded up on each end. With it fully assembled, the last thing I had to do was schedule a very important meeting to make sure this thing was actually going to work. It perfectly held up the weight of both of us on each end, and all of the different motions were working just as I had planned. So now the next time anyone tries to schedule an in-person meeting with me, they better be prepared to add a little bit of motion to our meeting. I invented the 発見1個2個それとも遊びたくなったのかな I competed in Mr. Beast's new challenge. I built this invention that randomly orders you a meal at McDonald's when you push this button. Here we go.
How can I help you?
Hi, how are you? Can I please get a spicy McCrispy? 1 order of apple slices?
Yeah.
And then 1 small sweet tea lemonade. I'll also take a hot fudge sundae. And I built this because I thought I should have my own signature unnecessary meal. I started out the process by taking the entire McDonald's menu and recording each individual menu item as its own MP3 file and organizing them into their own folders. And that way I could save them onto an SD card and load it into this little microprocessor, and with a little bit of code, it was going to be able to randomize all of those different items. I then did a little bit of research on iconic McDonald's imagery, and I landed on a Happy Meal box as the design. With that in mind, I created a 3D model of my own little Happy Meal box that would fit all of the different electronics inside while still keeping the original imagery intact. Since I was happy with the design, it was time to 3D print all of the different pieces together so that once I had them all, I built this invention.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Hello. Do you know what your IQ is?
Yeah, I know. My IQ is 150.
Your IQ is so high. What is your occupation?
I invented the Snack, the first handheld vacuum for picking up all your favorite snacks and delivering them directly to your mouth while keeping your hands pristinely clean. Our wrist-mounted vacuum features a high suction hose just beyond your own finger. So now when you sit down with your snack, simply press the power button and dive into your dusty snack bag, firmly gripping your chip without any human contact before your lips. No matter what your snack may be or where it might be located, get a firm grip every time with the Snack You. I invented the Snack.
Let's take a tour of the Unnecessary Studio. And we're gonna start right over there. This is what I call the gear closet. It's my go-to little cubby for any tool I might want to get my hands on. All of my different camera equipment to film my videos, electronic components to build out my projects, and then any other sort of random accessory that I just might want to use. And just outside there, we've got our first rack of 3D printers. This first rack features 14 different 3D printers from the Prusa XL, a chocolate 3D printer, and then 10 Bamboo Lab printers. And of course, I've got all the filament I could possibly need. On the opposite wall, we've got my desk set up where
We gotta look at this.
Have you ever seen a chocolate 3D printer? Trust me, it's exactly as exciting as it sounds. This is the Cocoa Press, a Voron-inspired Core XY 3D printer that uses chocolate cores inserted into a cartridge as a material. Similar to a filament 3D printer, the material is heated up and extruded layer by layer. The Cocoa Press is even included as a default machine in Prusa Slicer, where you can import a model, slice it, and then send it to the printer. This is a 3D scan that I made of myself a few years ago, and you can see here, it is printing just like it would on a filament 3D printer. And just like on a filament 3D printer, I typically use gyroid infill, which I'm happy to announce is the tastiest infill. Of course, you can't test a 3D printer without printing a Benchy. It didn't come out great, but the best part of a chocolate 3D printer is there are no failed prints, just pre-success snacks. Check out the Cocoa Press site so you can say yes if somebody asks you. Have you...
Nothing like a cup.
Yeah? Coming.
Okay, you ready? That's crazy. They're leaking all. They're gonna leak the whole game before we get to play it.